What's up everybody, Chase here with Everett Chevrolet. Today we are not talking about the 2025 Chevrolet Colorado ZR2 behind me. We are digging a little bit deeper into what goes on underneath the hood of this and our GMC Canyon, our Silverados, and our Sierra 1500 lineups. Let's take a look. Introducing the 2.7 liter inline 4-cylinder motor that makes 310 horsepower at 5,600 RPM and a whopping 430 pound-feet of torque at just 1,500 RPM. This is the TurboMax 4-cylinder monster. Now this motor replaces the outgoing 3.6 liter V6 motor with something much more updated and advanced from General Motors. Now this is built with a fully forged bottom end, and it is also built with a stiffened crankshaft and linings all around the motor to give you the reliability and durability that you would expect from a truck. Now, mid-size trucks have recently become popular in the last few years in America, and this is our answer to the TRD Pro Tacoma. This is the ZR2. It gets a high output volume of this as well. But these motors are also available in our Silverado and Sierra lineups in our 1500 models. And let me tell you why. These perform flawlessly. They are much more efficient than our V8 motors, and they make great comparable torque figures that you're gonna want in a truck for off-roading and for towing and for working. This little 4-cylinder motor gets up to 23 miles per gallon on the highway and 19 in the city. You're gonna average around 20 combined. And you would think, wow, that's not that great for a 4-cylinder motor, but keep in mind that General Motors built this to compete, not only just drive a mid-sized truck like their previous motors. This motor was built and designed from the ground up to compete, to tow, and to outpace, and honestly take the place of the pre-existing V8s that we have and that our competitors have. This actually replaced the 2.8 liter Duramax motor that was discontinued in 2022, I believe, which we actually have one of those available, great engine. This actually is remarkably similar, although it's just gas, but it has better torque than a diesel motor, and it's better efficiency. All around, it's better, but it's built with that same diesel reliability and durability in the construction in the bottom end. That's where those torque figures come from, and that's why you can tow up to 9,500 pounds with this inline 4-cylinder motor in our 1500 model lineups. Now, in our mid-size lineups, you're not gonna be able to tow that much, obviously, because it's a mid-size and lighter truck. You're gonna be able to tow up to 7,500 pounds, which is insane. It might be 7,000 pounds, correct me if I'm wrong, but still, regardless, coming from a 4-cylinder motor, those figures have never been heard before. Now, you cannot debate that this motor was the next best step for General Motors to take, just like making a mid-engine C8 compared to the outgoing C7. It was the next best step and evolution for this motor, for this lineup, and also for their future lineups. I mentioned the 3.6 liter V6 engine that we still actually have in a few models at our store. Is a great motor, but it wasn't built for trucks, it wasn't built for towing. It had a cast iron block, it wasn't any upgraded internals, and it wasn't designed for efficiency. So for them to replace that motor with a 4-cylinder motor is actually a win, and everybody should be celebrating that. Especially the fact that you can get these in your 1500 model lineups. This makes over 125 pound-feet of torque more than the V6 motor and 25 horsepower more. It gets better fuel efficiency, and that is all made possible through GM's amazing design of the dual volume turbocharger. That's gonna spin that turbocharger faster, giving you increase in efficiency. You're using less power from the motor, you are saving on fuel. So that about wraps up my take on the TurboMax motor. I hope you learned something from this. I hope you found it valuable. So if you are in the market for a mid-sized truck or for a Silverado or Sierra 1500, you might want to take another look at this 4-cylinder motor. Don't count it out just because it's a 4-cylinder. It is definitely not your grandpa's 4-cylinder motor. Things have come a far way. It is 2025, and it is time to get you into a new truck. So if you're interested, come to Everett Chevrolet in Hickory, North Carolina, or Morganton, and we'll be waiting for you there.